Hello, welcome back. So let's look at missing values. What is missing values? Is the value or data that is not stored or not presented for some variables in the dataset. For example, if you have the value or the data for retail shop, and then you miss the gender of the buyer or the order date of when the items was bought, that is a missing value in your data. So for example, missing in the order date, or missing in the gender, or the missing of the cost of the items that you're buying, those are the possible missing values in your data in terms of retail data set. So again, we say these missing values are due to various reasons. So the real world data is messy and always contain a lot of missing values, which could affect analysis. This could be due to reasons that are there, but primarily missing values are attributed due to the way data retrieved wrongly from the database. If your data is stored in some databases and the person who is responsible for retrieving this data is not good in maybe the retrieval or the query language like SQL or maybe MongoDB for non-SQL databases, and then in the process making a wrong coding leads to poor retrieval, again leading to missing values in your dataset. So wrong retrieval from the database can lead to missing values. Data doesn't collected due to human error. While entering your data, you fail to enter the value into the cell that is required. Again, this can be due to the system error. For example, if the gender for the buyer is required, for example, in your validation system, then it might not allow someone to proceed to entering the data because the value is required for that case. So if you fail to put the required value as required values, then you might be having missing values because someone has overlooked the value and leading to the missing value. Data deleted accidentally. While you're trying to clean your data, you might end up deleting some values in your data, leading to data being missing. So maybe as an analyst, you have to be very careful not to delete any value while cleaning or analysis. The user has not provided values intentionally. For example, if you ask me how old are you today, maybe I'm not ready to say how old I am. Again, if maybe I'm not a female, but if you again ask a female, the chances of them not replying to you might be higher than mine. And if you ask me my salary, my marital status, those are the things that I might not want to disclose, this again depending on who I am and also and the other factors. So we are going to look again in these factors that leads to missing values. Past data might be corrupted due to improper storage and maintenances. So if you have stored your data poorly, the data can be stored, can be hacked, and leading to the missing value. So these are just basic reasons for missing values. Of course, there are others that you might be interact with as you go along. So to again avoid these errors, number one, you should be able to good retrieval skills from the databases so that you avoid missing values. Make sure that your data validation is there so that someone must enter some values before they move on to avoid human error during the collection. Have a copy of your data so that whenever you delete data accidentally, you can go back to your original data and get the values that you have deleted. Again, avoid being biased and be very objective, and again, do not ask personal question. If you are to ask personal question, be responsible and show how you're going to keep the personal data confidentially, so that your respondent be able to respond to all of your question, to avoid people avoiding answering the question that you are asking because they feel not safe, and so on. And also, now it is good to store your data in different places that you store. If it is on the hard disk, if it is on the cloud, store your data right, and also make sure that the quality of the data is high, so that you're able to not to lose the value. Of course, protect your data so that other unauthorized people do not have access and maybe lead to data loss. So having said that, these are the few reasons that we have for missing values. In our next class, we are going to look at how missing values is represented in dataset, and also in different languages and different systems. Thank you for joining. Enjoy learning. See you soon.